Hi, I'm Rudra, and this is a Quickness Herald guide for Harvest Temple CM. In the June 27th update, Herald received a very significant change. You can no longer burst quickness on your allies. Instead, there is a ramp-up time for your quickness application. This change is kind of a shake-up in how we play Quickness Herald in Harvest Temple CM. Instead of providing quickness just before the beginning of a phase, we now have to use the downtime during phase transitions to stack as much quickness as we can so that our subgroup, especially the Portal Virtuoso, has good quickness uptime. The patch also changed how Jalis Herald should be played in 4th Purification. Let me show you the combo that I use at the end of this phase for Soowon to Champions and the first screen. During Orb4, I stay in Jalis and use Vengeful Hammers constantly to pulse quickness on my group. If my energy is about to fall below 30, I toggle my hammers off and build some energy. When the orb is close to 5%, I drop a road to cover the squad and swap to Glint. In Glint, I toggle my F2, Heal, Swiftness and Might facets and store weapons. Swiftness and Regen are important boons in this phase, especially for the Portal Virtuosos. Once the champions stack, I use my Elite facet for CC and consume F2 for boon extension. Then I activate the Fury facet to receive quickness application. Just before the champions wake up from their CC, I consume the Might and Swiftness facets and swap to Jalis and place down a road covering the portal entry. We don't want to use Sword 4 or 5 while in Jalis because we want to conserve energy for more roads and quickness application after the greens. Now let's get into the breakdown in each of the dragon phases. At the start of combat, toggle Heal, Might and Swiftness facet along with your F2. Give a couple of pulses of quickness and consume F2 and then swap to Jalis. Rush to the orb for the first push. Activate Jalis hammers to push to first and second purification circles. As soon as you hit second circle, swap to Glint and activate Heal, Might and Swiftness facet and toggle F2 to begin boon pre-stack. After Orb CC, consume Might and Swiftness facet and F2. Activate and consume Elite facet, swap to Jalis and activate hammers and use Sword 4 and 5. Then continue normal rotation. Before phase transition on Jormag, release F2. Depending on your group's DPS, you can either be in Glint or Jalis at the end. Regardless of which legend you are in, the next part should be the same. If you are in Jalis, swap to Glint after the add stack. While in Glint, toggle Heal, Swiftness and Elite facet for providing quickness to your DPS. Release Elite facet when chomp animation starts to give super speed to the DPS to get out of the chomp. At portal stack, toggle F2 and Might facet to pulse quickness and wait till the DPS have taken the portal and then go to your green. For second green, do the exact same thing at the portal stack. After taking Portal post second green, release Elite Facet and F2 before phasing, then swap to Jalis for crab stacking and provide roads if needed. After facing Kralkatorik, stay in Jalis and build energy prior to the crab spawn. After the crabs spawn, toggle Hammer Spin and go to your verts. Use roads when needed versus Skull Piercers. When you take the portal, swap to Glint and build energy. After Orb CC, take Portal to boss and toggle F2, Heal, Might and Swiftness Facet to pre-stack Might and Quickness onto your subgroup. When Mordremoth spawns, release these three facets and toggle Elite and Fury facets for quickness application. During spit animation, consume your facets and swap to Jalis and drop a road, then toggle Hammer Spin and do the orange spread. Do not use any weapon skills other than Sword 2 because you will need the energy for quickness application. Swap to Glint as soon as it is up and continue rotation. Do the same Jalis swap for the next Mordremoth wave. Consume F2 at the end of Mordremoth phase before Giant Stack to extend quickness. After the Giants have stacked on top of your group, use Elite Facet and the Damage Facets and swap to Jalis for a road to close green. Toggle Hammer Spin to pulse quickness while doing green and returning to group. Swap to Glint as soon as it is up so that you can provide Jalis Elite damage reduction to your subgroup for the Zhaitan screen. After the death of Salt Spray in Purification 3, use Jalis Hammer Spin during counter-pushing the orb. This will pre-stack some quickness. As soon as the orb breaks, swap to Glint and toggle Heal, Might and Swiftness facets and toggle F2 to start boon stacking. After Soowon spawns, just auto-attack the boss so that you can stack as much quickness as you can before green. Consume F2 and use Elite Facet before green, and swap to Jalis and drop a road towards your green. After green has completed, do a run by your DPS stack with Hammer Spin while going to your orange spread spot to splash some quickness. Once you are back on DPS spot after the spread, swap to Glint and continue your normal rotation. As I discussed at the start of the video, upkeep as much hammer spin as you can while being near your sub and not hitting the orb with it to pre-stack quickness. At 5% orb health, follow the combo guide that I provided at the beginning of the video. Make sure that your group has stability and quickness while the champs are stacking. Once the champs have stacked, CC them, DPS them, and when they wake up, drop your road and take the portal and do your green. After green, toggle hammer spin on or off based on how much energy you have in case you need to use another road. Overall, I can't say that I like the Herald changes. The loss of the ability to provide burst quickness has made the Portal Virtuoso life harder, as they can easily miss your quickness pulse and not have quickness before the next pulse. ArenaNet has proposed to reduce the quickness pulse to 1 second in the next patch. We will have to wait and see if this alleviates some of the problems introduced by this fundamental shift in Herald gameplay. I hope this guide helped you in some way or another. If you have any suggestions on how to improve this, do let me know in the comment section. Thank you, and have a good day. Bye bye. This is technically a 1 pull, right? I think we GG'd once. Did we? I don't remember. I have too much PTSD from last run. GG's everyone. That was really good. Quick and easy kill.